Hi there, I'd like to welcome everyone to the call tonight. My name's Nicole Peterson, and I've got the pleasure of introducing our presenter tonight, Andy Morbitzer, who is the global master distributor for the cryptocurrency company called Vizionary. Andy and I have known each other for about 4 years now, and he's got, well, quite an extensive background, I can say. He's got 15 years of networking, he's built large teams, he's a multi-million-dollar producer. He's co-authored 2 networking compensation plans in the industry. And he's also spent over 20 years of his career in the investment and financial industry, kind of working in and around Wall Street. He was vice president of Liberty Financial. And so he's the right guy for the job, I guess you could say. And Andy is going to share with you tonight why Vizionary, we're about to actually just come out of beta launch and be launching tomorrow, so I'm sure he will touch on that. But why we're really setting ourselves up to be really a key player in what I like to call the digital revolution. So welcome, Andy, and take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Nicole, everyone. Nicole Peterson, my partner here in Vizionary. She does a bang-up job, great gal, award-winning marketer in her own right. She's the spoke that keeps the wheel moving. I make the mess and she cleans it up. So that's typically how this works. But let's talk about Vizionary. And just right out of the gate, if you're new or if you're an existing member, welcome to the call. Today was what we call the end of a 10-week cycle called a SysRep, where we actually earn free mining time. And just so you know, the difference between Vizionary and Capricoin are there's a couple of different things. But to help you wrap your mind around what we're doing, Vizionary is the distribution arm where we can buy and sell mining time on our wholesale platform called Vizionary. Vizionary is also the MLM, the distribution, the platform in which we can recommend and sponsor others and receive benefits and commissions for doing so. And also on that platform, we can buy and sell mining time to existing members, new members, and the like. Thus, in a perfect world, that would be at a profit. And that is our internal wholesale platform, Vizionary. We sell mining time. Now, you've heard Vizionary, and I briefly explained what that platform is. And where I think some people get confused is Capricoin. Capricoin is going to be our cryptocurrency. The Vizionary platform, where we run our business, where we communicate with our downline and our teams, and we earn commissions, and you have the binary and the unilevel and the matching bonuses and all the different ways that we get paid. That entity is in and of itself Vizionary. And the product of the result of our mining, which is what we do on Vizionary, mining is simply creating a cryptocurrency, a digital type currency. But understand that product that we sell on the Vizionary platform, the MLM, the distribution platform, is mining time. And that mining time, pulled with all other participants, are going to generate and create what we call our cryptocurrency, Capricoin. Now, stop right there. Capricoin has no owner. Capricoin is its own entity. We cannot manipulate the price. We cannot do anything to that at all. Once you acquire your Capricoin, here in the coming days of the next week, or certainly by the end of the month, we're going to be listed on external buy support platforms, meaning you will have a place, if you so desire, to sell your Capricoin, which is our cryptocurrency that was derived or created through the Vizionary platform. It's as simple as that, guys. Don't make it any more difficult than that. Vizionary is the MLM. Our product is mining time. If you participate in mining with all the other members, you're going to earn, or you will be allocated, or it will generate our cryptocurrency Capricoin. Capricoin has nothing to do with Vizionary. Nothing. its value is not derived from Visionary. It has nothing to do with Visionary, other than Visionary was the way or the means in which we allowed average people around the world to have the ability to mine cryptocurrency, because it's quite in depth. It would take quite a lot of knowledge, time, specialized computers, knowledge of algorithms to mine your own cryptocurrency. So I wanted to get that out of the way really before we got started. So Visionary is the distribution arm. Our product is mining. We do the work for you. It's 100% automated. Now, the result of that is Capricoin. That Capricoin is thus yours to do with what you will. If you want to buy goods and services down the road as merchants come on board, you're more than welcome to do so. If you want to hold it and put it on your flash drive and store it away and hide it in your backyard, you're more than welcome to do that. If you want to sell it on an external exchange, you can do that. Guys, at the end of the day, it's still your asset. It's still your money. It's just in a different form. That's all. So when I started looking at this platform, I couldn't figure out for the last decade why all these businesses that I built were slowly but surely losing members, losing participation, volume was dropping, and I thought, oh my gosh, and we've all been there. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've failed. It's not been that many times, but enough to know what I didn't want to do, and that was to get stuck in another mandatory product-based platform with mandatory auto ship on a product that may or may not be used by me if it didn't have a compensation plan or a distribution arm attached to it. So Nicole and I, my background being financials, in and around money products and everything from residencies to citizenships to diversification to having money and assets abroad, money or assets not pegged to a dollar or a specific commodity. This is about the future. This is about diversification. This is about protecting yourself. This is about insurance. So we had really a list of criteria that the platform must meet before we would engage and become part of Visionary. And so we flew to Spain, and we met the co-founder and the founder. The founder, Frode Berg, and co-founder Ladislav Pastor. And we spent a week there, and we got to know them to understand what the platform was. Was it something that was a need or a want? Did it make sense? Did it do the things? I just turned 50 in February. So I really look at where are my assets? How am I diversified? Because we're $18 trillion in debt. Those of you that are American citizens on the call, and that debt really renders us insolvent. And what I mean by insolvent is if I taxed 100% of the working age, 100% of their income, we could still not meet our financial or fiscal responsibilities. So I thought, okay, that's not a good thing. I don't want all my eggs in one basket. I certainly don't want all my money in a savings account right now, where around the world, banks and the like are charging people to deposit their own money in the banks, which is totally ridiculous, but it is. That's the world we live in. I wanted to find a product that, at the end of the day, could the end user make money off of my product without all these rigorous sponsoring requirements, without jumping through all these hoops and all these different things. Because we know the number one problem in networking is people struggle to build a business. People struggle to build a team. People struggle to build and find new assets and recruit new people. Maybe they don't have time. There could be a lot of reasons why that's true. But the numbers don't lie in this industry. It's still, in my opinion, the best platform, best way to make money with very little money, very little capitalization, but to increase the chances of getting people successful. I've coined the phrase profitability equates to retention, and retention gives us what we all are looking for, long-term residual income. So if the byproduct of Visionary, which is mining, produces a Capricoin, and in a perfect world that Capricoin increases in value, I've solved the biggest issue in network marketing. That is to have a product that could increase its benefits without rigorous sponsoring requirements. That's rule number one. So our Capricoin has that possibility and that opportunity for everyone. It has nothing to do with Visionary, the platform, or sponsoring, or the binary, or the unilevel, or fast start bonuses, or pin levels, and all that other stuff that goes with distribution arms. We've got a platform here that's going to allow the end user to acquire Capricoin that is 100% automated, that in a perfect world, that Capricoin will increase in value. Now, by no means am I giving financial advice or giving you a prospectus of performer or the like. In a perfect world, our Capricoin and our innovative strategies to penetrate Main Street America or Main Street Europe are what's going to be used to try and increase the value of our Capricoin. Because understand one thing, everything we looked at in this space, in the cryptocurrency space, most values were determined through speculative investing. This is not an investment. Our product is mining time. Now, there's other distribution arms out there that say they provide a cryptocurrency when in fact they're not a cryptocurrency at all. They don't have a blockchain, and they don't have a regulated external buy support platform, meaning for you to sell coin, whatever it might be, if you do that internally, you've just committed securities fraud. Let me say that again. There's 3, 4, 5 different companies I know right now that are saying that they're cryptocurrencies, and that's impossible because they don't have a blockchain, and they don't have an external place where you can go sell your cryptocurrency. They are a digital currency. And when they say that they can buy their own digital currency back from themselves, that's when you get into problems. That's when you've broken the law. Now, it is my utmost priority at all times to make sure that we're as legal as humanly possible. And that is a top priority of mine at all times. Because at the end of the day, if we can't be compliant, if we don't meet regulatory guidelines set forth, why, of course, I'm not going to do this. Now, we've learned a lot in the last 6 weeks. We learned a lot in our trip to Spain. And we came back willing to lead the charge of a company called Vizionary. And really, guys, understand Vizionary is the distribution arm. It is a digital payment solution, meaning you can go buy goods and services. You can go buy a pizza and eliminate, if you have debit card fees, credit card fees, if you jump down to the ATM to pull out 20, 40 bucks to go buy your pizza and you get hit with a fee because you're not using the right bank, which is totally ridiculous, but nevertheless, know that banking are making billions of dollars in fees, third-party fees, intermediary fees, wire fees, country fees, exchange fees, ATM fees, credit card fees. Guys, we've been conditioned to believe that we are expected to pay all those fees, when in essence, we're not. Fiat currency is the thing of the past. Fiat currency will not survive. Guys, look around. Everything we do in this world is digital, and it's coming faster and faster and faster. Know that Visionary is that forward-thinking company that is going to position itself in such a way that all of us, the members, are going to benefit from the digital revolution that's coming. Because how we're different, well, outside of the other distribution arms are flat out operating in a way that, quite honestly, I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. But nevertheless, other cryptocurrencies, this is becoming mainstream and mainstream. And somebody said, well, Andy, why don't I just go buy Bitcoin? And for those of you that don't know what Bitcoin is, it was the first encrypted currency that really penetrated awareness around the world. And it started about, what has it been, 6 years now. And it came out of the gate with speculative volume, and it was a speculator's playground, meaning a bunch of investors threw a whole bunch of money at it. It drove the price up through the popularity, up to something ridiculous. I don't know, it was $1,200 or $1,600, I don't remember which. And then after that hit critical mass of all these big investors that are looking to make a killing off of you and me, the average person, why, of course, the value dropped, and it dropped quickly. So a guy to me today said, Andy, well, why don't I just buy Bitcoin? The money's where Bitcoin is. And I said, excuse me? I was like, Bitcoin, that train's already come and gone. If you were one of the very first people in Bitcoin, and you had you did your mining and you acquired Bitcoin, and you got it and it hit a high of 16 and you sold, you made your money and you ran away, yeah, you could have made billions or millions in Bitcoin. But what we learned was Bitcoin had some inherent flaws. More than I'm going to go into on this call, but nevertheless, at some point in time, everything throughout history has been improved. And let's start right there. Banking is being improved with cryptocurrency. The evolution of money is being improved by cryptocurrency. Guys, this gives you the ability to acquire an asset that you can store anywhere in the world. It allows you to have diversification. Visionary, the platform, allows you to have an additional income stream and earn commissions and all those different things. It allows you to help people. It allows you to have assets not pegged to the dollar. It allows you to, for example, Greece that just happened last week. You know the headlines on the news, Greece. There was capital controls implemented for the Grecian people, meaning the money that you see every day in your bank account that says, okay, you've got $26,000 in our bank, guys, that's just a number. The money is not there. The bank does not have your $26,000. Google it, research it, look at reserve requirements from a bank and a bank account. They can leverage up to 90% and lend it out to other people. So do they have the cash on hand? Absolutely not. And how do we know this, and what's proof in the pudding? Well, look at the lines in Greece. All the people standing in lines at the ATMs. And the capital control started at 100 euro. Then they dropped it to 50 euro. And then they shut it down completely. Not because they defaulted on their debt, because they didn't have the cash required. And here's the last I looked, and it's probably been a couple of months, guys. If you have your money in a savings account right now, and let's just say something 1/10 of what happened in Greece, or some of you on the call that are old enough to remember the 80s and the savings and loan crisis, where there was a run on cash and everybody hit the savings and loan to get their money out. They didn't have the money. Know that the capital reserves of the money of your bank in your little town, a tier 1 bank, I'm not talking about credit unions because those can be completely different, but a big, the Chases, the Citibank, whoever you go, Wells Fargo, whoever you use. The cash reserve in that bank in the United States on average is 1.37%. Yes, you heard me right. 1.37%. That means for every $1 million, I don't know, what is that, $13,000 on hand? Do the math. These bank accounts that we all have that we've been forced to use for decades, and we've been paying excessive fees. When was the last time you did a wire transfer down at the bank? They charge you 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks. And if it's one of any significant amount, they might charge you a fee and a 2% fee. Now, we've played their game for many and many years, and we're going to continue to, because we've got no other option until now. Now technology is changing the way that we conduct business, the way we buy goods and services, the way we conduct our lives. This is prudence. This is financial freedom, guys. This is all about taking back your ability to control your own financial future. This is financial technologies are trending, and you'll see the acronym a lot, FinTech. That's what that means. When you see words like FinTech, that's financial technology. Guys, this is an area in which you can make a lot of money. You can be in on the ground floor of an opportunity to acquire Capricoin at the rock bottom prices that will ever be. You know, the fellow that says the money's in Bitcoin? No, I don't think so. The money was in Bitcoin, but you missed that boat. Don't miss it again. Capricoin is going to be sustained by volume, by actual usage of customers, merchants, and members. Nobody's doing it like we do. And then we're going to attach a rewards program onto that. So we're going to reward and give cash back of our Capricoin to the merchants, to the customers. And we're going to use it, and we're going to do it in such a way that we're going to use mobile applications. We're building the apps now where we'll be able to transfer money real time, not have to wait on a blockchain verification of funds. It's not instantaneous with Bitcoin. They might say it is, but I know that it's not. So understand, guys, this is an opportunity where just because you don't fully understand the future and where it's going, I totally get that. If you would have asked me 4 years ago, 5 years ago, what's cryptocurrency? I wasn't on the cryptocurrency. I had no clue what it was, a year after it had already been around. So guys, what we're doing is in essence, we are the pioneers. We are taking advantage of an opportunity to really coexist with fiat currencies, but our currency eliminates all those nonsensical banking fees. And that saves a lot of people a lot of money around the world. Think about how much it can save a merchant who accepts credit cards or money orders or whatever the payment processing might be. With ours, it's free. Our applications that will be the device that moves money, all the applications to the merchants, to the customers, to the members are free. And we're going to induce them into using our currency through those applications. And we're going to reward them for using our currency. No other company on the planet's doing that, period. Nobody. We are going to change the way digital currency, cryptocurrency is used on a daily basis. We want to be that safe, reliable, trusted, accepted cryptocurrency in the world. We want to brand it. We want to build its value through usage and not speculative trading. There's a difference. Oh, I'm supposed to move the slides now. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I go on a rant. Nevertheless, cryptocurrency, we talked about that. Mining. Guys, I just want to, you don't have to understand mining. Mining is our product in Visionary. Our platform is based upon algorithms, specialized computers, where we do the mining for you. We don't want you to mine. I mean, you could if you wanted. You really could go buy your own computer and software and have an understanding of algorithms and go and do it yourself. But why? We've got an automated, right now we're acquiring Capricoin at rock bottom prices. And that trend is going to continue because we're going to only allocate 200 million coins. And over time, we're going to allocate those in a fair and equal, I guess fair and equitable manner would be more specific. But it's 100% mining, or 100% automated in the mining, guys. What you're buying when you come into Capricoin at the different mining package levels, 97 euro, 297 euro, 897 euro, 2897 euro, is mining time. And on that platform, new members and existing members can buy and sell this mining time. It is pure supply and demand. And once you have bought this mining time, you and all other people that have bought mining time, which are known as slots, or a share of the mining pool for that week, you're going to get X number of Capricoin distributed to you. And that number, I do not know how many will be distributed to you because it's true supply and demand. If there was only one slot for the entire week, then you're going to get them all. If there's 3,000 other people that had, or 3,000 slots that mine that week, then they're going to take the total number that's allocated for any given week, divide that by the 3,000 slots, and that's going to generate or derive how many Capricoin you get for that slot. So it's easy, it's simple, it's automated. You can set your back office up to 10 weeks, hands off, set it, forget it. Now, the nice thing about this, what we have that no other company has out in the distribution world in MLM, our mining, which is our product, produces Capricoin. That Capricoin, let's back up 6 years. Let's look at Bitcoin. The very first pioneers that started accumulating Bitcoin, you know, you hear the stories, a guy put in 20 bucks, a guy put in 2,000, a guy put in 100,000. They're all millionaires. Now, can I say that's going to happen? That's true with us? Absolutely not. But what I am telling you is you've got, I don't know how many hundreds or thousands of people that we're up to now. We do have a group of highly intellectual, highly motivated individuals. We just allocated, I think we went over 5 million Capricoins, which is about 2.5% of the total allocation. The week before last we set a record. Last week we set a record. This week we set a record. Volume's way up. Participation's way up. Now's the time to get in and allocate or earn some of these Capricoin. Why? Because the cost to acquire them is the lowest it will ever be. And then come tomorrow, we're going to move to our internal wholesale platform, being mining time. We're going to go from, I think it's right around 11 cents now, up to 15 cents. We initially were going to do 20 cents, but the growth didn't allow us to do that. It grew so fast with so much money. We are here to protect the members. We don't want people to bump and dump and run. Meaning they come in with large sums of money, try to take advantage of timing and different things in our bonus pools, and then 3 days later, boom, they're going to sell it. Just so let me quantify that for you. Let's say somebody comes in with $3,000. They get their platinum pack. They have all these units on the wholesale platform. We run a sysrep. They earn 60% of their coins back. So let's say they had 50,000 coins. They're going to get 50% of those back, let's say. So they just made, they came in with a mining package of 3,000, sold on the wholesale platform for $6,000. Took the profits, which, oh, by the way, guys, those are your profits, the members, because remember, we as corporate, me being an owner, I cannot control the price of the mining time. It is pure supply and demand. Jupiter Group, which is the parent company, we cannot arbitrarily increase, decrease, devalue, inflate, in any capacity, anything on that platform. So a couple of people asked, why tomorrow isn't it going to be 20 cents? Well, I just answered that for you. It's to protect the members. Guys, we want a slow increase that sustains itself. The benefits slow, steady, over a long period of time. We don't want to be a speculator's playground where people dump a bunch of money in and then suck all your profits out a week later. That's why there's volatility with a lot of these cryptocurrencies. How do you combat that? You control the distribution of the Capricoin. We're not controlling the mining time, but we're controlling total number of allocated, because we want the distribution to be fair and equitable over a long period of time. And I hope you understand the difference. I really wanted to make sure, and I'm going to do training on it this Tuesday at 4 p.m. So when I look at Vizionary is that platform in which you can be successful without being a recruiting guru. It's going to allow you to protect yourself, have a plan B, have assets abroad. Our product or our byproduct Capricoin is going to put you in a position to be in at the ground floor where you've allocated that coin at rock bottom prices. That puts you in the best position to possibly earn a profit. Is it guaranteed? Absolutely not. Is it aggressive probability? Absolutely. I'm no dummy. I didn't just think of this overnight. And in fact, I didn't think any of it. Well, some of it. But know that this has been thought of and really penetrated from so many different sides and so many different people. Myself, Friday, Ladislav, Tahir, these are all owners and co-owners that have MLM experience, financial experience, cryptocurrency experience, and we looked and we watched and we improved the mousetrap. Guys, remember, there's going to be other cryptocurrency companies. Believe me, they're just now figuring it out, and they're going to come. Some of them are going to be legal. Some of them are going to have some issues. I can promise you that because I can see it already. Now, if you do things proper, with the best intent, with the highest moral and ethical as possible, then your chances for success are greatly improved. Guys, understand, I'm not risking anything. I've amassed things that I'm not willing to risk for doing something that is not completely compliant and or regulatory compliant. In either end, in the MLM, in the distribution arm, in Vizionary, and or the external exchange with our Capricoin. There's two different things going on here, guys. So, we're setting records. We've got momentum. We're building the apps. Tomorrow we're launching, or tonight, I guess, 12 o'clock Spain. Yeah, we're launched there. We just finished for many of you, your very first sysrep, where we reward people with additional mining time for participating in mining and having units on the wholesale platform. Two different bonus pools in there. And we're rewarding people for participation. Now, because we know at the end of the day, there's two key figures, members and end user customers. That's where we want to allocate any benefits and value as much as we possibly can. Okay? So know that we have your best interest at heart. From the bottom of my heart, and I know Nicole does, but guys, we've got to look at things from a perspective that the evolution of banking and money is here. We're on the precipice of the biggest movement of money ever, and it's an $80 trillion industry. You could combine all the networking companies in the world and not come even close to $80 trillion as your market. Our market is money. Our market is protecting ourselves, saving people money. I can't put it any simpler than that, guys. As we peel back the onion, as we get more in depth with this, and you have a better understanding, you will have a day and the light bulb goes on and you'll say, oh my gosh, I wish I would have upgraded. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have mined more. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have shared this with more people. Because there'll come a point in time, this is going to make a whole lot of people a whole lot of money, both in the distribution arm and by acquiring Capricoin, our cryptocurrency. Now, today I really wanted to let you know all the excitement, the volume, the allocation, everything's running pretty smoothly. We're up and accepting credit cards for our first, week now. Now we've had some challenges there, I'm not going to lie. I would say 80% of the people had a good experience. It went through without any problem. And then the other 15% had a delay of up to 24 hours before it actually processed. And then there was 5% that, for whatever reason, whether it was their own credit card, a capital controls by a country somewhere in the world, that limited that transaction. But just like anything, we're identifying the problems to make it seamless, to make your customers, our members, to have a seamless, great experience when they think of Visionary. Because it's all in name, guys. It's in Visionary. True visionaries understand that you're going to have some challenges with launching something of epic proportions like what we're trying to do. We're going to change the cryptocurrency world. And I wish I could share all the details, but at this point in the game, I cannot. Know that it's very aggressive, very competitive space, and there are many people wanting to know how and what we're doing, and I'm just not there yet. I'm giving overviews and basics, but at some point, yes, the cat will come out of the bag, and they'll say, ah. Now, am I afraid of competition? Heavens no. I love it. I dwell on it. But guys, there isn't any competition. Fiat currency is dying as we know it. The banking system as we know it is dying. The future's digital. The money's moving digital. And with an $80 trillion industry, guys, all that we need is, like 0.5% to be successful. Do the math. It's still a huge number. All along, saving merchants money, saving yourself money, saving your customers money, earning money in the distribution arm that you can reallocate right back into the distribution arm, back into acquiring more Capricoin. So there's multiple ways that you can make money here. Externally, internally, buy, sell, trade at a profit, the unilevel, the binary, the fast start, the momentum clock, the matching bonuses. It's all here, guys. Everything you want bundled into one platform. How to get paid, our product being money. There's so many intangibles you can't even count them all. That's why I'm excited to jump back into this. I swore many years ago, and you can ask Nicole, I never wanted to be a master distributor. I never wanted to be an owner again. Well, I take back those words. Nothing has overwhelmed me with the opportunity to help a lot of people save money, make money, because at the end of the day, we're really on the precipice of changing how the world conducts business. We will really eliminate that interaction with banks, not fully, but a good portion. Because at the end of the day, you really want to be compatible with fiat currency. Even though fiat currency and our debt and all that is very volatile and very bad news, it would behoove you to diversify. We really, our platforms are really, we want to build this platform of mining and buying and selling between members that builds stability without inflation. Because even look at some of the other cryptocurrencies out there, there's inflation already. You look at the other distribution arms that are operating, in my opinion, well, not compliantly, they split their coins. And by splitting the coin, they devalue the coin. In essence, it's inflation. And without getting into macroeconomics and how all that works, and I won't even get into it tonight. But we want to think, or we think that we've engineered a currency. It really regulates itself autonomously, meaning if it's true supply and demand, members to member, the price will be dictated by you, the members. Guys, you control the mining time. You control the cost of it. It's all right there in your back office under wholesale platform. By tomorrow, if you so desire, if you have units on your account, you can sell them back. I highly recommend that you use those units to mine, but if you so desire, let's say Vizionary is not for you, you could go in and you could sell your mining time, take your money, and call it a day. No hard feelings. I'm glad you came in, checked it out, but if it wasn't for you, it wasn't for you. But on the other side of that spectrum, those of you that understand the value of ground floor value in an emerging digital cryptocurrency, guys, hold on, because there's more surprises coming. There's volume, there's growth, it's coming. Just know that. So we built this cryptocurrency for e-commerce. And yeah, it's great if you can bring on, Amazon and eBay and the likes, which except Bitcoin, which is great. Bitcoin has paved the way for cryptocurrency unilaterally across the world. So it's a great, great thing. But we feel like we've improved the mousetrap, where we can do it faster, more reliable, more securely, cheaper, with more benefits to the end user, the customer, and the merchant. How we're going to do that, I'm not going to divulge all that yet. So with that said, we really built the currency for e-commerce because there's a big difference between trade volume and volume that's created by the use of that money. And that's the key to this, guys. If you know you have merchants right now that are willing to look at eliminating credit card processing fees and the fees associated with selling their product, then they definitely need to look at the cryptocurrency space, because we can eliminate those costs. And those are hard costs. Those go straight to the bottom line of the P&L, the profit and loss statement. So if we can save them that money, retain their existing customers, save them money, and add an additional income stream, that's a recipe for success, my friend. So at the end of the day, I mean, when this whole thing wraps up and gets started, I think you'll be well pleased. I just really feel like, I guess I'm asking for you to help us develop the Capricoin because I believe it's the future of commerce. It can be applied in many, many ways. And with that said, that's the overview of Vizionary. Now I hope you understand that Vizionary is the distribution arm where we sell mining time, and Capricoin is what is generated through the Vizionary platform and mining, but it it in and of itself is its own entity as a cryptocurrency. And there's two different things going on there. So now I'm going to bring Nicole back on, and she's going to talk about qualifications for the trip to Spain if you guys are new. And before we get to that, I just wanted, if I don't come back on again to you tonight, I just wanted to say thank you for being here. I mean, we're at some really epic moments in the building and the future of Visionary. Tomorrow we are going to open or launch our wholesale platform where we, the members, control the value and the cost of mining and the allocation or acquiring of Capricoin. So it's exciting. We have a promo going on that Nicole will come back on and explain. A trip to can be an all expenses trip, a paid trip to Spain to meet myself and some of the other co-owners and founders and really get together. And we want to listen to some ideas and some things that we want to implement, because the next stage of what we're doing is I hope to have an external exchange where you can sell your Capricoin and it'll derive a value. So in a perfect world, there's opportunities to earn money or sell your Capricoin in the future at a profit. And there's the distribution arm where you have your, very robust distribution arm and Visionary, and plus you have the wholesale platform in which you can buy and sell mining time and earn some income there. So really there's three different platforms that you can earn on. The wholesale platform, selling and buying of mining time, the distribution arm, which is the compensation plan, and thirdly, the external exchange of selling your Capricoin if you so desire. So it's three-pronged, just like it's three-pronged with emerging industries. We are merging cryptocurrency with e-commerce, facilitated by the use of another mega trending industry, smartphones and mobile applications. So you're putting three technologies together. You've got three different platforms in which you can get paid. I think totally I figured up there's 9 different ways that you can get paid. Whether you're a big-time, heavy-duty recruiter, whether you're an entrepreneur, an investor, or if you're just an average Joe, we have something that meets everybody's needs to put them in a position to be successful, because numbers don't lie in this industry. 97% of the people spend more than they make, and they quit. I've tried desperately to build a platform that does the exact opposite of that. I want 97 people out of 100 to be profitable, and I want 3 people to quit. Hopefully we've provided that for you. I know it's confusing when you get started. That's just the way it is. Now, with that said, let's do some good news with Nicole. Nicole, please come on back on and let's talk, or if you could talk about Spain, where the information is, and what's going on with Spain, and we will go from there. Nicole?
Thank you, Andy. Wow, that was amazing. Andy, there's no other person who can break it down and explain it the way that you've been able to on all of these webinars. I know there's a lot of people, including myself, who probably learn something new with each and every webinar. And just for some of you who are out there who may be new on this call and are new to the terminology, just know that you're not alone. I was very much the same way just 3-4 months ago. This industry is completely new to me. The digital currency space is completely new to me. And I tell you, you learn something new every day. And now I couldn't be more thrilled or excited about this opportunity that we've been given and provided to us. So, but thank you so much, Andy, for everything that you do behind the scenes. Actually, you're up front and center. I'm behind the scenes. But as you guys know, Andy's really, really busy with helping all of us grow this business and doing an amazing job. So, all right.
Thank you.
Let's see. Can we actually, I'm wondering if we can actually, I was going to show some pictures. Can we change screens?
Sure, I can make. How do I make you the presenter? I'll make you the presenter, and you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Change presenter. Hold on, I'm learning. Here we go. Oh, it says Andy Morbitzer, you. Okay.
Try this.
Okay, change presenter. It says me again.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Got it. There it is.
Great. All right. So here is the visionary promotion. See, it just goes to show you, anyone who doesn't even know how to run a webinar and all the technology behind it can still do one.
Thanks.
But here we are. Okay. So, you know what? We're really excited that we've got this promotion going on right now with Visionary. You get started. Not only can you earn money through the Visionary distribution arm, as well as the Capricoin, the product itself, but now we're rewarding people with this trip to Spain, September 24th to 27th, which is the last weekend in September, to Benidorm. Now this is where Andy and I were flown to Spain back in April, and we met the other owners, and this place is absolutely gorgeous. A lot of the people from the UK actually go to Benidorm. It's a hot vacation spot for them because the beaches are wonderful and the water is gorgeous. And what I really loved about it was you had a view of not only the water in the Mediterranean, but also the mountains. And Spain, I fell in love with it. Andy fell in love with it. It was beautiful. So all you have to do is really try to get started, and decide that you want to. You've got actually 6 weeks right now to qualify for this trip, but you can win it in two ways. You can win it by personally recommending and sharing Visionary with other people and helping them, save and protect their portfolio. And you can also do it by yourself and your team members. So we wanted to give people two chances or two ways to qualify for this trip to Spain. And you can qualify to earn your airfare, your accommodations, and your hospitality. So you will literally be wined and dined and relaxing on the beaches in Spain with Andy and I and Froda and Ladislav and Tahir, and as well as all the other top leaders within the company. Learn tips and tricks and what everyone else is doing from the top leaders in terms of how they're growing their business, and get marketing photos with the other founders, co-owners, which is invaluable for marketing. So I wanted to show you this. This was actually a picture that was taken at the penthouse where we stayed, and you can see the view of the mountains in the background. And so beautiful, very colorful city, as a lot of European cities are, and it was really wonderful. So this is actually right in Benidorm as well, a view of the water. So we really want you guys to sort of be there with us. The more the merrier, as we all say. And we're really looking forward to meeting a lot of you for the first time. Some of you we'll be reconnecting with. But just know that if you are new, that it is quite feasible and possible to still qualify for this trip if you get started this week. So we welcome you, and we look forward to building relationships with you and helping you grow your visionary business.
Okay, one last thing, Nicole, that we need for you to put out. Tell them when the calls are, and what else that we need to put out here. Definitely the schedule. I forgot what days we're doing and what times. I know you handle all that.
Okay.
Tell them about that. And the other thing, tell them where they can find the PDF, or if they're new and if they're on the Facebook, it's where it's located, and also tell them about the qualification if they get to that point about the spouse.
Right. Well, of course. What's great about this company is they, recognize that a lot of times it's really great to have the support of your spouse or your partner there with you on the trip. They may not understand everything about digital or cryptocurrency and wonder, what on earth you're doing, and what a great opportunity to sort of bring them along and, and learn a few things. I know Andy will be doing some training at this, kind of a leaders convention as well. So you can actually qualify to bring your spouse to the trip as well. Obviously, you might have to work a little bit harder, but completely worth it and completely feasible and doable still at this point in time. So our calls to get involved, actually, well, let me back up. For the trip, in order to learn a little bit more about the qualifications, I'd rather not go into that on this call because I think we've got a couple of new people on this call, and it would, wouldn't mean anything to them at this point in time until they actually start getting their feet wet and get into the compensation plan and learn, all the aspects of it. But you can find, we've got two Facebook groups, Visionary, one for people who are looking to learn more about the company, as well as members are in that group as well. And then we've got, once you become a member, we've got a private members group. So there's a files tab at the top of the Facebook group, and you can find the Spain promotion PDF in there. If you don't have it, you can either email Andy and I, and we'll most certainly make sure, reply back to you and get it back to you that way. And the calls this week, well, and pretty much every week, every Tuesday, we have a members-only training call. It's at 4 p.m. Eastern. And every Wednesday, we have one of these business overviews, and it's on Wednesday at 4 p.m. This week, we actually have a special guest, Dave Stacey from Western Cape, South Africa, right, Andy?
Yep, that is correct. And for those of you that are on the call, Tuesday will probably be the most important training call you'll have been on to date. I'm going to go into depth between the two, the difference between the Visionary, the Capricoin, the internally external platforms. I'm going to go through all the different ways that you can make money, how it happens now that we have a working, active platform. I'm going to peel off another layer of the onion, and it'll turn a lot of lights on and motivate a lot of people, because it's tough to sell something when you can't see the money and you don't know how to earn the money, and that's all going to be alleviated Tuesday. And more than likely, I'll have another owner on that call with me, and we're going to explain internally and externally. So that will be very, very exciting. And then one of the top networkers in the world joined Visionary here in the last little while, and he is in South Africa. He's European. And I'm not talking about Jesper Benson, who actually introduced me to Visionary, and I took the reins and ran with it. But a guy by the name of Dave Stacey that you're going to meet Wednesday, I wanted to have another perspective, another guy that's been through a multi-million-dollar producer, build huge organization, and in his own words, I want him to explain why he chose Visionary. I mean, he could have chose any platform in the world, and he chose ours, and there's a reason why. So that will be, what'd you say, Wednesday at when?
Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, so
Okay.
7 Pacific for anybody on that coast, but it's so that our Europeans can hop on board as well, because it's 10 p.m. in Europe.
Hey, guess what? It's exactly 1 hour. So that's a calling right there.
Is that
exactly
it?
1 hour. We're exactly 30 minutes over what we wanted to this call to be. So that's pretty good for me, because I went on a couple of rants. But I wanted to get across the point, the difference between Visionary as a distribution arm selling mining time, that is a wholesale platform that can be bought, traded, and sold at a profit with other members, new members, existing members, and then the external Capricoin, which is two completely different things. And I think people were trying to pull it all into one thing and got confused. So I wanted to make sure that we separate those two. Okay? With that said, guys, Nicole, are you finished? Is there anything else you need to put out?
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone, and thank you so much.
Well, as always, thank you for your help, especially here with the technology. I'm not a technology doer. That's why I have much smarter people around me than I am to do these types of things. I know math, and that's what I'm good at. So that's what really, at the end of the day, I understand math, I understand money, I understand leverage, I understand diversification. and that's what brought me to Visionary. And thanks everybody for being on. Congratulations for those of you who have started here in the last 30, 45 days that took advantage of the mining time. Mining as we know it, maybe it's already up, I don't know, will reflect 15 cents. And guys, it's going to, as participation increases, as memberships increase, as the movement of money happens, the buying and selling of trading time, that mining time cost is going to continue to increase, and that'll be a good, healthy platform for all of us to sustain this thing for the long term. With that said, July 19th, 2015, from Toronto, Canada, Andy Morbitzer, Nicole Peterson, good night.
Good night.